In the 15 years we've been married, has there ever been one morning where there wasn't any coffee?
No.
Then why do you have to ask me every morning if there's coffee?
Roseanne changed sitcom TV forever by capturing real working-class grit and laughter. But behind all the sarcasm and couch scenes, the show hid stories and shakeups you'd never believe. Here's a countdown of the strangest, most jaw-dropping facts that rewrote sitcom rules. Number 1. The Roseanne opening credits changed every season. Let's go back to that instantly familiar scene. The Connor family gathered around the kitchen table, laughter and chatter filling the room. But did you ever notice that the opening sequence of Roseanne changed every single season? Across all 9 original seasons on ABC, producers made small but meaningful tweaks to the credits. Maybe Jackie's at a different spot, or there's a new plaid tablecloth beneath their elbows. Each adjustment reflected real shifts in the cast, the characters' lives, and even the mood of the show. Eagle-eyed fans might spot Becky swapping places, or Dan giving a longer, knowing glance. These subtle changes were no accident. The production team went out of their way to ensure the opening credits became a living scrapbook, gently charting the evolution of both the family and the actors themselves. For longtime viewers, the opening was more than a catchy harmonica riff. It was a warm, evolving snapshot of a family you felt you knew. And as those first few seconds rolled, you could sense the year's new story just waiting to unfold. Number 2. 10 weird facts about Roseanne that will shock you. When the Connors hit the jackpot in Season 9, everything changed overnight. The plaid couch and meatloaf gave way to wild plot twists and couture. One week, Roseanne was jetting off to Paris. The next, Dan was sparring with Prince. But this wasn't just a bizarre sitcom midlife crisis. In 1996, behind the scenes, the lottery twist became ammunition in heated contract battles with ABC. Executive producers and writers left in droves, Roseanne Barr herself fought for bolder stories and bigger pay. The show's sudden shift from working-class grit to millionaire mayhem wasn't just about surprise. It was a high-stakes gamble to keep Roseanne on top, and maybe keep everyone guessing if this beloved family would ever feel real again. Underneath the glitter and headlines, that final season asked fans to rethink everything they thought they knew about the Lanford crew. The blue-collar heart still beat, but now it pulsed with defiance and raw ambition. Tomorrow's episode was anyone's guess. Number 3. Johnny Galecki's character crossed over to The Big Bang Theory. A flash of curly hair and quick wit, that was Johnny Galecki as David Healy on Roseanne. Long before he became the buttoned-up Leonard Hofstadter on The Big Bang Theory, Galecki brought charm and heart to the Connor kitchen, making his first Roseanne appearance in 1992. Fans with sharp eyes and an even sharper sense of nostalgia have spotted little tributes tucked away in his later work. A Roseanne reference here, a playful wink there. It's more than just an actor moving between shows. It's the feeling that the worlds of Lanford and Pasadena are secretly connected, thanks to Johnny's evolution from shy high school boyfriend to quirky genius physicist. Both roles cemented Galecki as a staple of American TV history, spanning nearly 3 decades. Even today, when Leonard flashes that sheepish grin, you might just catch a glimmer of David, proof that television can weave together distant eras in delightfully unexpected ways. Next, we'll peel back another layer of Roseanne's lasting legacy. Number 4. Roseanne's mom changed faces without warning. You thought you knew every face in the Connor family, until one evening Roseanne's mom walked in and looked completely different. For several episodes, the part of Bev Harris was played by Estelle Parsons, a stage legend and Oscar winner. But when Parsons had to step away from the role, viewers got a curveball. Suddenly, Sandra Bernhard's close friend Barbara Barry filled in, with zero explanation. There was no hushed talk about plastic surgery or secret trips, just business as usual in Lanford. Fans loyal to Roseanne's punchy realism felt thrown. How could TV's most down-to-earth family swap a parent with a simple camera cut? Yet, in 1992's world of weekly sitcom routine, you kept tuning in, waiting for a wink or apology that never came. The energy in the kitchen, the cadence of family spats, those details anchored you, even as Bev's face changed for a while. Maybe it was another lesson in Connor weirdness. Or maybe it was just network TV asking us to trust the ride and never question too hard. The next episode always promised another familiar surprise. Number 5. The show's theme song once had lyrics. As that punchy sax blasted through living rooms in 1988, most fans never realized the Roseanne theme song almost had actual words. Roseanne's then-husband, comedian Tom Arnold, wrote a full set of lyrics for the very first season. They painted a raw, working-class picture meant to echo the series itself. But when producers laid his verses over the iconic brass, the fit felt off. The instrumental alone radiated the Connor family's grit better than any words possibly could. The decision was final. The lyrics got dumped before the season aired and the jazzy jam remained. Still, if you dig deep enough, you can track down Tom Arnold's words online, strange relics from a show that never needed them to stick in your memory. The next time you hum that tune, picture the Connors slinging meatloaf and rolling their eyes. Lyrics or not, some things are meant to be heard, not sung. Just one of Roseanne's many surprises.
So now that he's leaving, at least I can stop punishing myself.
Well, thanks for waiting.
Let's pause for a second. Did you ever try to sing along to the Roseanne theme, or did you make up your own words as a kid? Drop your funniest memories or family lyrics in the comments. We'd love to hear your version. Number 6. Roseanne fought the network over toilet flushing. The simple sound of a toilet flushing might seem mundane today, but in the world of late 80s television, it was a boundary-pushing act of rebellion. Back in 1988, the creators of Roseanne demanded authenticity down to the details, and Roseanne Barr herself pushed hard for the now famous moment in the show's very first season. ABC executives balked at showing a toilet flush on screen, arguing it was just too indelicate for prime time. But Roseanne would not budge. For her, blue-collar life on television had to feel real, and that meant letting viewers hear everyday bathroom background noise. That single flush broke decades-old taboos, making history with a sound most shows actively avoided. Suddenly, the Connors' home felt lived in a way others never dared, and TV critics took note. It is easy to forget just how revolutionary a single second of real-life audio could be. In the gentle roar of that flush, television's walls shook, and sitcoms never looked quite so spotless and staged again. Sometimes change starts with the smallest detail. Number 7. George Clooney's Hairnet prank. Imagine stepping onto the Roseanne set in late 1988, laughter echoing down the corridors and inside jokes traded between takes. One backstage tale stands out above the rest. Young George Clooney, rocking a famously unruly mullet, took sweet, even hilarious revenge when Roseanne Barr poked fun at his wild hair. Clooney, playing Booker Brooks in Season 1, retaliated by sneaking into Roseanne's dressing room and covering it top to bottom in hairnets. The resulting chaos was pure sitcom energy, a burst of playful mischief that had the cast and crew in stitches. Even after Clooney bowed out at the end of Season 1 to pursue new roles, stories like this hairnet prank kept his spirit alive on the set. It wasn't just about what happened in front of the cameras. Off-screen moments like these turned Roseanne's production into a legendary comedy family. If you ever wondered how the magic was made, just picture those giggles and harmless hijinks echoing in the hallways. Number 8. Multiple Beckys confused an entire generation. There's nothing quite like the jolt you got flipping on ABC's Roseanne and realizing Becky Connor's face had mysteriously changed, sometimes more than once in the same season. Lisi Goranson originated the role in 1988, then left the show to attend Vassar College. Enter Sarah Chalky, who boldly took over, only for Lisi to occasionally return, creating the wildest game of sitcom musical chairs. Sometimes episodes even swapped Becky's mid-storyline, leaving sharp-eyed fans gobsmacked. The writers leaned into the absurdity, peppering in sly jokes, a classic wink to viewers in the know. One memorable moment came when Roseanne quipped about seeing double at the dinner table. The Becky swaps became part of sitcom legend, fueling locker room debates and family living room theories. Whether you favored Lisi's sharp edge or Sarah's lighter touch, every switch stirred up confusion and delight. For 90s kids glued to the sofa, seeing Becky morph before your eyes was peak TV weirdness. The only real certainty? Roseanne's kitchen was never boring, and fans learned to expect the gloriously unexpected. Number 9. The living room couch came from the crew's garage. There it was, center stage in the Connor living room. A sun-faded plaid couch worn thin at the arms. Not a slick made-for-TV masterpiece, but a real busted sofa rescued straight from a crew member's garage right before filming began in 1988. Roseanne's creators wanted something more honest than a fresh factory set. With its thrift store look, that plaid couch set the tone for every dinner, argument, and late-night TV snack in Lanford. You could almost smell years of popcorn and sit in the spot where Darlene tossed her backpack or Dan dozed off after work. The lived-in feel of the entire set made these TV moments believable, like there was a real chance your own family could pop in next. While other sitcoms aimed for pristine perfection, Roseanne leaned into messy reality, right down to the furniture. It's a small detail that anchored the show, turning plywood and lights into a home you swore you had visited before. You'll never look at sitcom living rooms quite the same way. On to the next odd detail hiding behind the scenes. Number 10. Dan was supposed to die at the end of Season 8. You could almost hear a nation gasp in living rooms across America when Dan Connor collapsed during Darlene's wedding in May 1997. In the writer's room, that moment was meant to be final. Dan's heart attack would claim Roseanne's blue-collar everyman for good. It was more than a shock. It was intended as a bold farewell. But behind the scenes, something extraordinary was happening. John Goodman, who had poured a decade of heart and heft into Dan Connor, made it clear he would walk if they followed through. The producers blinked. The finale's entire arc twisted, so Dan survived, and suddenly TV's working-class dad lived to anchor Roseanne's world another day. That fateful rewrite didn't just keep a beloved character alive. It sent ripples through pop culture, proving sometimes the heart of a show can't be scripted to stop.
As far as I'm concerned, the whole matter is behind us. It's as if the whole thing never existed.